to hit that. So there's so many reasons why we want to incorporate our fitness and exercise into our healthy living lifestyle, right? Because of all those reasons I said, because it's going to help us reach our goal. It's going to help us be comfortable in our own skin. It's going to help us feel better as it increases the happy chemicals in our brain when you exercise. So those three reasons alone are enough to get our bodies moving. And again, this is going to be to create a lifestyle. Right. It's a new lifestyle that we're working on. We're not just trying to reach our goal. Then what happens? You reach your goal, then what happens? Right. A lot of people go back to the old habits because they didn't actually create a lifestyle change. So my goal with you today is to talk on Tip Tuesday about how we incorporate exercise and fitness into our healthy living lifestyle, right? So again, you might have been one of those people who, here we are, day 18 of the first month of the new year. And many people, they had these resolutions and they signed up for a gym, or they signed up for they decided they're going to ride their bike 3 times a week, or whatever the goal might be. And as we get to mid-January, now is about the time when most people either start to lose that motivation and inspiration they felt when they set that goal, or they might just completely fall off altogether. Life got in the way. And as a lot of us know, a lot of people have gotten that virus this year, beginning of the year, right? Because it's flu season. It's going on right now. So maybe you got knocked off your journey. You had all the great intentions and you have the motivation, but your physical body's like, no can do. I don't know what your situation is today. Maybe you never really got started. Maybe you're like one of those that are like, you know what? Every year I'm so sick and tired of setting a resolution that I'm not going to set one this year. I don't know what speaks to you and what's going on in your life, but today I want to encourage you and motivate you and give you some real practical reasons and tips of why you want to get started in exercise and how you can practically step it and walk that out for yourself, right? So that's my goal with you. My Tip Tuesday is how do we, what do we do if we felt we had these great intentions and we fell off? What do we do if life got in the way? What do we do if we never even started? And how do I create this healthy habit? Like I want to, but like, how do I do it? Right? So if that's you today, I want to encourage you that to stay tuned, open your heart and mind to receive what the possibility could be for you. I want you to even have the openness to know, let me listen to this and see that, does anything resonate with me? What can I take from this that really could work with me that I can apply today? Because life's about taking baby steps into the direction of where we want to go. You don't have to do all of it at once, guys. And most of the time we do too much at once. We end up sometimes getting overwhelmed and we do nothing. So I don't want any of those to be you today. I want you to take these tips and really let it sink into your heart and decide, make a decision in advance. What can I take away that's going to work for me? And you can just let the things that don't apply to you fall to the ground. Just receive what it is that you have to receive from this, but have an open heart and mind to hear what I'm saying today and see what really touches your heart, because it could be God speaking to you going, hello, your body tapping on your shoulder. Excuse me, we need to pay attention to what she's saying. I don't know what's going to resonate with you, but I hope something does. So let's talk about for a second we talked about why exercise is important, because not only helps us reach our goals, helps us get comfortable in our skin, helps us physically feel better. We know those are many reasons why we want to incorporate exercise. We know exercise also helps lower blood pressure, which can get you off of some nasty meds you could be on right now. There's so many reasons why you want to incorporate exercise, for all those reasons. But the question may be, how? Like now you've heard the reasons why you want to incorporate exercise, but now the question might be, okay, those are great reasons, but how do I do it? I've tried so many different things. I've joined gyms. I've gotten exercise equipment. I've gotten DVDs that have never been opened. I have, what have you done? What have you done so far? And it might be you've done a lot of things. Maybe you're at the point where you're so frustrated that you don't even want to hear about it. I don't know where you are today, but let's talk about how can you get past that? What are some practical tips of things that you could do that can get you moving today? Right? If you have all this arsenal of equipment that you just can't seem to get motivated to do, one of the tips is you have to decide in advance, right? So maybe you have a super busy schedule and you're like, oh my gosh, I work full time. I have a husband. I have kids. I have all I have all these things I have to do. How on earth do I find time for myself? Like, how do I fit that in my schedule? Well, it's tricky. I'm not going to say there's an easy way out, because there's not. There's a lot of things pulling on you, pulling on you, pulling on you, all directions, right? But I can guarantee you this: if you do not take a moment to decide in advance, that's huge. You have to know that you have to decide this in advance. If you don't decide in advance the what am I willing, what's the baby step I'm willing to take today? Okay, decide in advance the what. And then you have to talk about, okay, well, how am I going to do this, right? Well, if you decide in advance and decide that what you're going to do, now you have to actually, maybe you're more high tech, you're going to take out your phone. And what you're going to do is you're going to write down, you're going to add to your calendar, you're going to decide, I'm going to work out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at this time. You're going to take your phone, you're going to put it in your phone, you're going to have a reminder 10 minutes before, so you have time to go get your clothes on. If you're going to go to a gym or something, then you have to allow that time, factor that time in there, right? If you're going to go for a walk, that's awesome. So you allow the time you need to pay 10 minutes in advance, so you can go get your clothes on and go get out the door. That's the first step, is to decide in advance what you're going to do, and then schedule it in. Guys, if you leave it for chance, chances are it's not going to happen. You need to you have to decide in advance, what time am I going to block off for myself to exercise? And you need to actually schedule it in your calendar, whatever calendar you use, whether it's a digital calendar, a hard calendar, you got to schedule in your time. Okay, that's the first step, is to decide in advance when and where, what time and what days you're going to do this. The second step would be to talk to your family. If you're married, talk to your spouse. Listen, I need 30 minutes of time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to really take care of my health. This is important for me. I need to take control of my health. I think there are very few spouses that are going to be like, too bad, so sorry, so sad. And no, right? And then if you're a single parent, I was a single parent for years. I get that struggle. Oh my gosh, I was a working single parent with 3 kids, and it was friggin' hard. So I can tell you, again, you're going to have to, maybe you have to have grandma come over. Grandma, can you come over on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays? You have to reach out to your support system. If you don't have one, you have to ask yourself, why don't I have a support system? Where are my friends? Where are my family? Where are the ones that I can lean on? My church group, you have community. Where are they? You cannot walk around isolated. We all need people. We were designed to be in community. So you have to think outside the box of who can you get to help you. Maybe you have a little extra money. You can pay one of the kids, to watch the kids for a bit in the house while I like at-home workouts, because that just works for me. I have to go. I can just set my alarm for 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before. I can throw my clothes on, roll out of bed if I have to, and do the workout. That's great for a single parent, because now you're kind of home and you can monitor what's going on, but you have someone there actually watching the kids. You go to another room, you get your workout done. That's one of the big, huge things I want to say, is you have to factor it in. If you don't schedule it in, it's not going to happen. Okay. Now, the next obstacle you might have is, okay, great, but I don't have a half an hour. Like, what if I schedule a half an hour? If I do all these things, I decide what I'm going to do. I decide when I'm going to do it, what time, I get the coverage so I can actually do it. Now, what happens if it turns out the kids bonk their head, have to stop, like something happens, I can't do the whole 30 minutes. Maybe you blocked off 30 minutes. Then I want you to do 15 minutes. If you can only do 15 minutes of the 30 minutes you intended to do, you're still creating the healthy habit of exercise. Because what happens is, you can say all the affirmations you want, but you can't trick your brain to believe you if it doesn't believe you. So if you keep saying, New Year's resolution, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then, you put it in your calendar, you have all this set up, and then you don't do it, your brain's going to go, yeah, no, you're not. And then what happens? You lose the motivation, you lose the focus, right? So the key and the trick is, you need to do all the other things I said, but then you have to, if something happens and you can't do the whole 30 minutes, then do what you can, because something is always better than nothing. If you can't do full 30 minutes, then just do 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you can't do 20 or 15, do 10. Do 10 minutes. Guys, you're still following through with what you said you would do. Maybe it's not the full thing you decided on, but it's still something. And I always say, something is better than nothing. Do it. Do it anyways. Okay. So those are the ways you create the healthy habit, is you follow through. Now, another way might be, maybe you're the kind of person that's just like, I am not motivated on my own. Like, I love at-home workouts because, again, it's just simple. I had kids. I was gone outside the home. I could not justify leaving my kids after being gone all day and go to a gym. I just couldn't do it. So for me, I had to do at-home workouts, right? So, and if that's you today, then that's great. If you're one who goes to the gym, that's great too. Okay. But the thing is that you have to realize that, it might be that you go to the gym and you're like, okay, I just, if you're not a gym rat, great. If you go to the gym, you probably have a ton of friends, people there. If you're at a home workout like I do, maybe you're like, I can't motivate myself. There's no way on God's green earth I'm going to roll out of bed, or I'm going to set my alarm 30 minutes earlier. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do a workout. I just know, if I do all the things I just mentioned, I'm ready to work out. I have no motivation. I'm all by myself. I need people. Where are my people? If that's you, then okay, there's ways around it. Like, for example, I offer a Monday through Friday Zoom workout, accountability workout. The people who want to, they click the link, they jump in the Zoom, they have their camera off, their sound off, and they just do their workout. Then we might all come back together and say, hey, how are you doing? How are things going? Okay, time to get going by, and then we know that these people are expecting us to show up. We've all committed to say, hey, I'm going to jump on the Zoom. I'm going to be there. There's something about, even though your camera's off, you're not even talking, you're doing your own workout, that accountability piece. I mean, like, I know I'm counting on you to be there because you said you would be there, and you're counting on me to be there because I said, you told me you'd be there. I said I would be there. That accountability piece is huge. It's huge because now if you're by yourself, you can do it or not do it. No one's going to know. But if you join a group like that, where you have accountability, it's like, it's going to give you that extra edge. Just like if you went to the gym and you're meeting a buddy at the gym, right, the extra motivation, that the Zoom accountability is a great option. Or you grab your hubby, you grab your wife, you grab your spouse and say, let's do this together. There have been times when I was like laying in bed, I'm like, I'm just going to skip it today. I'm so tired. I couldn't sleep all night, or I had a stomach pain, something was going on. And I saw my husband get out of bed, put his clothes on, turn the DVD on. I'm like, or turn the DVD, turn the on demand on and start working out. And I'm like, I'm going to go do my workout. Like, he's doing it, I'm going to do it. It got my butt out of bed. Right. So that might be what you need. And I can tell you, if none of that works for you, you have no spouse, no friend, no family member, no Zoom, no online community, which you can have one because you can join mine. Mine's free. Or, you don't have a gym. The next plan of attack you can do is you can get up, put your clothes on, put the workout on, and just watch it. Because what happens is, as you have your clothes on and you're sitting there and you're watching it and you're like, I'm not going to do it today, I'm going to skip. But you're sitting there with your workout clothes on, you turn it on, you're going to get up and you're going to do it. You're like, this is stupid. Why would I'm like, why can't I do it? I'm right here. I'm just going to, instead of watching it, I'm just going to do it. And you'll get up and you'll do it. It works. Trust me. I've done it before. I've had some days, guys, some days it's a battle. Well, maybe most days it's a battle, but there's always, if there's a will, there's a way. Okay. So these are all some really simple tips of ways that you can get your body moving. Okay. If you're not an at-home exercise person, maybe you can just put on your shoes and go walk for 10 minutes. But if you see where I am, it's snowy. Like, I'm not down for the snow. I'm going to work out in my house where I'm not freezing my tushy off. Depending on where you live, there's some times of the year where that outside exercise isn't going to happen. Right. So maybe you get a stationary bike. I have an MYX bike. There's options, guys. Right. Of course, there's a money situation, but walking is free. You can walk around your house, up and down the stairs. There's so many options. There's always options of exercise, but you have to commit to it. And we need the accountability piece. Those all go together. Right. So these are some tips and some things you can do if you're struggling with exercise. Now, one other thing I want to point out today is that when it comes to fitness and it comes to exercise, okay, we might say, if you're watching an on demand, like what I do, you might look at that and you might be your first day one, and you turn it on, you go to do it and you're like, what? I can't even do a fourth of what they're doing. Like, I can't go that fast. I cannot go that long. I want to encourage you that we all start somewhere. When you watch a workout from somebody else, whether it's one of my tips I put on YouTube or whether it's an on-demand workout, or you're at a class, maybe you go to an actual gym and you're at a class and you're like, I can't do what they're doing. You can't compare your day one with someone's day 365, right? Or someone's decade of exercise. We're all unique. We all start somewhere. So I want to encourage you, you just do you. You do what you can do. We're never, if you're watching an on-demand workout, you are not designed or expected to do exactly what they're doing. You just do what you can do. The whole point is to keep your body moving. So if they're doing like burpees, you're like, no way am I doing a burpee. Number one, I can't, I don't want to. Then walk in place, right? Walk in place. Do what you can do. Just keep your body moving. If they're going too fast, then you slow down. If you have to pause it, pause it. But don't be discouraged because we all start somewhere. Like for me, guys, I've been a health and wellness coach for, right, a decade, right? I've been a coach for, for over a decade, 10 and a half years, I've been a Beachbody coach, right? I have been on this exercise journey and I've been on this journey, guys, but there have been, there've been times for me, I've been all these years, I have the habit of exercise. Being a coach keeps me motivated because I have people relying on me. I have to, because of my authenticity and because of my integrity, I have to walk the walk. But guys, I went 7 months last year. I couldn't do anything at all. I could not exercise at all. So I went from a whole decade of exercise to zero. I lost all my muscle. I lost all the strength I had built up all these years. And what was I going to do? Give up? No. So I had to pick myself back up once I got ready, and I could, and I took a step. And for me, I started this dance program called Let's Get Up. And it's like just fun dancing, not super choreographed. So I'm not that organized. Just simple dance moves. We incorporated some light weights. Guys, I used 1 pound weights. Before I got sick last year, I was lifting 15s, 12s, 15s, 20s, 25s. I had to go down to a 1 pound weight. Now, I could have totally gotten discouraged and given up, but I didn't. I did what I can do. I honored my body and listened to my body. And I was like, okay, I'm going to ease into this. I did, 1 pound weights and it worked. It was okay. It wasn't crazy, but it worked for me. So respect and honor where you are in your journey. Don't compare your day one with someone's day 365. You're not intended to do exactly what your gym instructor is doing. Right? You're supposed to do you. You do what you can do. And I promise you, if you are honoring your body and you keep doing what you can do, you're going to get stronger. You're going to get the muscle back. You're going to get the strength back. You will, but it's not going to happen overnight. Right? But the cool thing is, if you used to be a weightlifter and a great at exercise and you fell off the wagon, the cool thing is your body has muscle memory. That's why I love weightlifting, because the building muscle as we get older keeps everything up where it needs to be. Also, your body has this amazing ability to remember the muscle that it had. So even if you're like me, you had to start at ground zero again, you're able to get there faster because of the muscle memory. Their body's like, oh, I remember you had muscle there, and it starts to come back quicker than if you never ever start. But if you've never ever started and this is your day one, there are some people out there. There's a lady who's 80 years old who started, I think, at 65 or 70. And she has the most incredible body and she's transformed her body. Guys, the really cool thing about exercise and fitness is you can actually sculpt your body. Now, you can't force weight to lose in certain areas. You can't, because your body is it's just designed to gain and lose where it wants to. Because trust me, I lost my entire booty. I had to work so hard for the little booty that I had. And now I'm trying to get that sucker back. But you can sculpt your body. So what I can do is I can do a ton of squats. Today I did glutes on top of my other workout. My goal is to do glutes Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So that way I can start to build up that muscle again. Isn't that so cool? So you can't, force weight loss in certain areas, but you can sculpt your body. And that to me is the thing that I love most about, one of the things I love about exercise, not most, but what I do love. is I love body sculpting. It's fun to be able to take your body and be able to mold it and make it stronger in certain places. And just, it's just fun. I think when I see new muscle pop out, I get super excited. I'm kind of a muscle addict. I love that you can sculpt your body. So guys, these are some simple tips of things you can do to get started. You know, again, honor your body. You have to know why you're doing something. Think back to on New Year's Eve, I made this decision to do this. And why did I do it? Why? Why did I choose to do this? Think back to your why and think, you know, how is that going to change my life? Right? If I commit now to the next 30 days to exercise, you know, how's that going to change my life? And, or you can say, what has to happen in the next 30 days for me to feel absolutely incredible about what I just accomplished? Think about those things, because that goes together too, right, guys? I'm gonna make sure no one has questions for me while I'm in this group, while we're doing our live, just making sure real quick. Now, if you're watching this and you have any questions, nope, there's no one. If you're watching this, you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below. I'll be super honored and happy to answer those for you. These are just simple tips that you can take and run with. And again, you guys, motivation and inspiration is everything, right? But you have to you have to use your will to make a decision in advance what you're going to do. And you have to actually take the step. If you're just thinking about it, you're never going to get up off the couch. Okay. You have to be proactive and really take a step. It takes action. You have to get your body moving and take action. Okay. Now, I'm going to share one last little tip with you guys. That's something that I have learned that's super helpful. So say, for example, now let's go back to the beginning. You are deciding in advance, you're going to work out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You're going to get up 30 minutes earlier than your normal schedule to get your workout done. You're doing an at-home workout, or you're going to go to the gym, whatever way it is. But your biggest problem is you're like, I can't get my butt out of bed. Like the alarm goes off and I'm like, it's not happening. If that's you today, this is a little hack you can do. So the first thing is you're going to put that alarm not right next to you, not your phone. It's going to be an actual physical old school alarm. It's going to be in your bathroom, someplace else. It's going to require you to get up out of bed to turn it off. Okay. But what I want you to do, and this is something by Mel Robbins, she has a book called The 5-Second Rule. And what you're going to do is as that alarm goes off, first the night before, put your stuff out. So your stuff's right there. Okay. Put your stuff out, your clothes, your shoes, whatever you're going to wear, have it out, ready to go. Then when your alarm goes off, as you're getting your body up now out of bed, you're going to say out loud with your mouth, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to be getting up and moving as you count that 5 seconds. There's something about the brain science of hearing your voice, saying in your mind, speaking out loud, and moving your body. Those combinations of the brain science of it actually creates not only the habit, but it actually creates the motivation to get you up. You get up, you go brush your teeth, you put your clothes on, you go do it. Okay. So there's something about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, as you're moving your body that causes your brain to go, yeah, we're doing this. It's so powerful. If you don't believe me, I want you to try it. Then I want you to message me and tell me how this works for you, because it totally, totally works. Okay. So now those are all the tips I have for you today in terms of the importance of exercise, what it does for your body, the importance of scheduling it in, the tips of how do you stay motivated, how do you actually make it happen the days when you don't want to do it. Those are all my tips to get that done. The next thing I'm going to share with you is, what if you don't have any exercise? Like say you're okay, I want an at-home workout, but I don't have one right now. I'm going to share a couple of options with you of things you can do to be able to do an at-home workout, which again is if you can go for a walk, awesome. Get the fresh air, get the vitamin D. It's amazing. Go outside if you can get outside. If you have snow like me, you're probably not going to want to do that. Maybe you can do snowshoeing like I did this Sunday, but whatever it is, right? So say you don't have none of those options are working for you. Okay. So there's a couple of options. One would be like I do. If you look at Alice Cameron Fitness, I'm just trying to upload videos in there. I also have my Alice Cameron station. I have 2 YouTube stations. I'm trying to put the fitness back into the Alice Cameron fitness, but I was uploading things to my personal profile. But I actually have a 7-day workout plan. This was me. I did like, guys, I don't know, 6 years ago or something. I gave it for free. It was like a 7-day little exercise regime. I think they were like super fast workouts, combining weight training and HIIT and some stretching and stuff like that. So I have a 7-day workout plan that I've created that I can give to you. So let me know, message me if you want that. It's free. I'll just give that to you. There's also some options like what I use is Beachbody on demand. And that essentially is the Netflix of workouts. It's incredible. We used to have the DVDs, but what's sad about the DVDs was that they repeated a lot of the same workouts. So you do the same workout, like if it's a 90-day program, too many times. That's the thing. I got so bored. I was so over it. When we came up with the on demand, the real time, they record real time workouts, 80 days of real time workouts, no repeats. Like, woo! I was so excited about that. But in any event, it's called Beachbody on Demand. And that has the Netflix of workouts. It has from dancing to HIIT to weight training to stretching, yoga. I don't do yoga because I don't think it's great for spiritually, but it has, all kinds of different stuff. Okay. There's so many options that are available for you. And each program each workout designed to follow each program to give you the optimum best results with maximum muscle confusion. When you have the muscle confusion, that's when your body responds really well. So each workout is designed to follow each other. So you can follow one whole program, but maybe you're like, I get bored. Like, I just want to see the same person every day, right? Within each program has overtime, has special workouts, additional workouts. Like you can do a 10-minute ab, like 21 Day Fix has a 10-minute abs. Say, oh my gosh, I don't have 30 minutes today. Okay, do a 10-minute ab. There's so many options. And what I'm doing now, job 1 has overtime. Today I did glutes. It's a 20-minute quick little glute workout. So there's so many options. You don't have to follow a program start to finish. You can dabble in all of them if you want to. So that way you stay motivated and encouraged. We also have a brand new thing we just kicked off in October. It's called Body. What's cool about Body, it's an add-on to the Beachbody on Demand. Body gives you access to, you can pick different, it's people that want different things all the time. You can sign up for a live workout with whatever trainer you want. And we have all kinds of other trainers. You can sign up for a live workout. You could be on the screen, the Zoom screen, or you can have your camera off or not be on the screen. But that's another way. It gives you all kinds of options. That's super, super awesome. We also have something brand new we just launched. MYX is the Peloton bike. It is the coolest thing on earth because now I'm super excited. It's at my other house because now I have another option of things to do. We have workouts also on Body, also on like job 1 has overtime, has a whole cycling, 7 days of cycling. There's so many options. I love this option because it just gives you, you can't get bored. There's so many things you can do. But say you're like, hey, I can't afford that, right? We have this discount packs that combine like the on demand with like our health shake. Those are like at $159, I think right now. You can get an entire year of the workouts for $159 plus a full bag of shakes to replace one meal a day. Or we have the on demand by itself. But maybe you're like, I don't even have $100 right now. If that's you, then you could also create a free player account. With that free player Beachbody on-demand account, you still have access to a bunch of freebies we have. Things like Clean Week, which is a great program, non-impact program that you could start. That's 7 days. It even comes with a meal plan and it's all free, okay? And it's non-impact. A lot of times we have a modifier, so you could follow the modifier. Guys, I don't do the high intensity anymore at all. I modify everything because that's where I'm at 56. That's where my body is, and I honor my body. But this program has an intensifier because it's a non-impact program. But again, you might start, even then moving slow. That's free, guys. It's 100% free. You can take my 7-day workout plan, my workout on YouTube, or you can even sign for a free player account and get some exercise in. So those are some ideas of things you can do. There's always something you can do, you guys. And I want to tell you, you are so worth the effort. You are so worth the effort to take care of you because you were made wonderfully and incredibly perfect. And you deserve to feel good. You deserve to reach the goals that you want for yourself, to be comfortable in your own skin. You deserve that. All right, so I just bless you with this. If you have any questions, let me know. And I cannot wait to hear from you. Have a wonderful time. See you next Tip Tuesday. Bye bye.